global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. Bola Ahmed Tinubu really needs to get worried as a lot of the chieftains, APC chieftains, are really targeting not just him but also all of his prodigies and his allies both in the Senate and in politics generally, as one of the top APC chieftain, former APC chieftain, have decided to call out the Senate president and all other stooges of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and bringing it to limelight before Nigerians. And this is quite very serious. Before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Now, Salihu Lukman, the former national vice chairman for the Northwest of the All Progressive Congress APC, has made serious allegations against Nigerian elected leaders, comparing their actions to those of Yahoo fraudsters in their alleged diversion of public resources and assets for private gain. Now, Lukman also suggested a high possibility that President Bola Tinubu might appoint a weakling figure as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to facilitate his complete control of the commission. In a statement issued in Abuja, Lukman criticized President Tinubu's administration over the past 1 year, stating there is a high chance he will destroy the relative advantages of the economy of the Southwest region, almost the way former President Muhammadu Buhari left the Northern region worse off after his 8-year tenure. He expressed concern over the decline in the value of incomes under Tinubu's leadership and urged that the failings of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in 2015 are now less severe compared to the current state of the APC. Now, Lukman remarked that APC has succeeded in turning Nigeria's democracy on its head. The former Director General of the APC Progressive Governors Forum, that's PGF, also criticized the reduction of the National Assembly to an extension of the presidency, particularly targeting the Senate president. Now, he stated, and I quote him word for word, "The Senate president, Godswill Akpabio, is turning out to be an uncommon embarrassment to Nigerians, shamelessly desecrating the institution of the Senate and his colleagues." Now, Lukman believes that overcoming the current challenges will require strong collaboration among opposition political parties to consolidate their efforts to wrestle power from the APC. However, he lamented the lack of such unity in contemporary Nigerian politics. He said, and I quote him word for word, "Unfortunately, given the advanced stage of state capture at the federal level, most political leaders, including the leading opposition leaders like Atiku Abubakar, Obi, and Musa Kwankwaso, are all operating in isolation from one another." Now, Lukman also pointed out that prominent APC leaders such as former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Rotimi Ameachi, Fayemi, Ibikunle Amosun, Nisa El-Rufai, Ralph Aregbesola have been marginalized in Tinubu's government, reducing their influence in Nigerian politics. He observed, although there are some indicative political activities taking place around some of these political leaders, it has not graduated to the level of commitment to build the kind of strong political parties capable of threatening the APC and President Tinubu, which is needed to guarantee the future of the Nigerian democracy. Of course, many Nigerians have reacted to this. But then again, we also give you opportunity to also comment on what he meant by reducing our democracy to Yahoo. Some of our political leaders are now, according to him, but let's find out what Nigerians are saying. This one here says, Akpabio is the face of, oh my God, I think I'll let that pass. This one here says, where was this man when Buhari was sinking Nigeria through borrowing with those his presidency? Now the voices of the North is now loud. That's another food for thought. I think one of the only person, just about the only person that was really making so much noise. Was really shouting then. I think it was still him. Okay, no, it was the medical doctor, the prof. The prof was really shouting then. He refused. In fact, he literally doesn't want to be a partaker to any government that was corrupt. So he was the lone voice in the northern part that was really talking. But then again, whether we want to go by ethnicity by saying, okay, your people have done their turn, it's our turn, then we don't want Nigeria to grow. It shouldn't be a case of it's our turn to do this or it's our turn to do that. It should be a case of how do we collectively, when we go out there as a people, we don't go out there as a Yoruba man, we don't go out there as an Ijo man, we don't go out there as an Shekiri man, we don't even go out there as a Bibio man or Oron man or even an Igbo man. We go out there as a Nigerian first, the first of us as an African first, then as a Nigerian. Before they will start, if some person may not even be interested in what part of Nigeria you're from, just in case of being Nigerian. And for that reason, we should be very deliberate to collectively protect our image, to rebuild our nation. So if you want to go by wait, let my turn finish, then we are not ready for that positive change that we are clamoring for. What change are we going to give to our children and children unborn? These are pertinent issues. These are things that should resonate in our heart whenever we're making decisions and whenever we are supporting who we are supporting. Because it may be favorable to only you, but it may not be favorable to the whole nation. And let's not be selfish about all this. Let's continue what Nigerians are saying. This one here is saying, well, for Salihu Lukman, we know who you are we know who you are working for, but be rest assured that your dreams is already dead on arrival. I don't know what he means by working for. Maybe he's saying that he's working for the North. He didn't mention the North. He said let them all come together and say they can respond. He was once an APC member, or maybe because some persons are insinuating that he was in APC with the hope that if this government would have favored him, maybe he wouldn't have been talking the way he's talking right now. Well, whether he favors you or not, the country right now, people are hungry. You should look at holistically. Is Nigeria moving forward? And that's, to me, that's what we should be thinking of, and not looking at what region is saying at what time. Yes, unfortunately, maybe their voices were not so loud during the time of Buhari, but is the country nice the way it is right now? Of course not. This one here says, my question is, did you people not know who Akpabio is before you made him the Senate president? I don't think it was for us to decide who became the Senate president. I think it was the political class that decide who became the Senate president. They did it because they wanted to do it. It's now left for us as the people and citizenry to decide who will lead us. So that way, if we had not elected him to be a senator, maybe he would have been the Senate president. Well, let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in that comment section. Also take. Have a nice time. God bless you.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze.